What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Colum Tyrrell Podcast. I'm back from Ireland. I'm back to the land where I am famous because of my the JF appearance. The likes are still coming in. We got Fonzie here.
We're riding off the JF highway.
Alfonzarella. How you doing, man? You all right?
I'm all right.
Why did you look at me like that?
Just butcher my last name with that filthy accent.
I thought that was all. That's the one name, Alfonzarella Fugazi. Isn't that your name? Something like that?
Yeah.
Something like Alphonse Carbonara Machete. That's
Tax evasion Fiala.
the fig. Just call him the fig. I never even understood what any of that meant. He's like, you're getting 10 points on the fig. And you're kicking it up to the boss.
The fig, I don't know what that is.
The fig, I believe, it could be, it's like the tax or something.
Or the figures.
The figures?
Yeah, like the figures are numbers.
The vig.
Like now that I'm saying it out loud, that definitely makes sense.
The fig. No, what it is you listen, what you do is you lend some chump, right? A wash. I don't know, what do you call it? Like a dope. Like a loser.
Yeah.
A chump.
Yeah.
What would you call a fucking...
A fucking mope.
He's a
Mama Luke.
He's a Monaluke. This fucking
He's
Monaluke.
a jerk off.
Monaluke. That's the best of it. All the Italian slang's always like, he's a Monaluke. And what's that mean? I couldn't say it in English, man. Well, we would save that for the Patreon, folks. We got
That's exclusive on the Patreon.
Yeah, every now and again, it's like, he was just, he was one of those. He's a fucking, whoa.
Oh, Tony.
It's not racist if I mime it. He was one of... What's that, a gay guy? Oh, that's an Indian?
Yeah.
He was a bit of a fucking... Let's just say she had a hairy cunt. It's not even like smart and clever. Let's just say she was a big hairy bitch, if you know what I mean.
You fit your whole foot up her pussy.
Let's just say a Greek woman called her hairy. Like, that's how hairy this bitch was. Anyway, it's Guinea Central over here. Welcome back to the Colum Tyrrell Podcast. Make sure you support the Patreon, where we say really bold things. It's unedited. It's exclusive. It's fucking...
If you like Kanye, you're gonna love us.
If you like... We call Kanye a little bitch. That's what we do. We go out and go, fucking, they're mild opinions. Welcome to second grade, Kanye, because we got to blow your mind. And our next goal on the Patreon is when we hit 400 Patreon subscribers, we are going to go to an Eagles game. Fonzie, South Jersey, Eagles as can be. Is there a little part of you that wishes you were like kind of like you were proper like Philly?
Well, it's like my whole family is so just like...
But there's a little part of you that's kind of like, fuck.
Yeah.
You should be supporting the Devils or something, shouldn't
No.
you? You should be supporting the New Jersey Devils, and you should not be allowed to enjoy the Flyers or whoever the fucking hockey team is.
Birth certificate says Philly.
Does it?
Yeah.
Who printed that up for you? Fucking.
I'll be honest.
I got 4 of them, bro. You got 6 social security numbers.
Couple of Vax cards if you need them.
You got a couple of LLCs for that fucking the COVID grant.
Yeah.
Anyway, at 400 Patreon subscribers, we're gonna go to a Eagles game. I'm gonna head down. I'm gonna fucking throw a car battery at some little girl in a Giants jersey. It's gonna be fucking sick. I'm gonna bring my own homemade fucking pasta sauce. We're gonna sit there. We're gonna be tailgating with a big cauldron full of marinara.
Oh, they call it gravy down there.
Everybody just dip. It's called a gravy dip. You just
you bring your own baguette.
Yeah, you just have one hand. Because you always hold the yingling, and then the other hand just dip it in the fucking...
Just take spoonfuls.
Just a gravy bowl, yeah, for sure.
Like
so head over there. And also, listen, we're doubling up now that the fucking studio's coming along. We repositioned ever since I went on Jimmy Fallon. And listen... Stop bringing it up, guys. Please, for the love of God.
Sick of it.
Stop bringing it up. Everywhere I go, they go, yo, are you?
Yo.
The bees. Is it? Like,
save the bees.
And I go, shut up. And I like the little dynamic. He brought me over to the couch. You all saw the photos. It was during the commercial break. Whatever. You got advertisers. You can't show it all. You can't show it all. So during the commercial break, he let me sit over and was like, was any of that real? And I went, no, Jimmy. Tell us, Jimmy. Jimmy, tell us no more.
You tell us, Jim.
You ever get fucking tired of working for the fucking... Jimmy, come on.
You go, have you seen Kanye's recent tweets?
I look like the photo that they didn't post of him with his jaw today, and I'm getting out in fucking handcuffs. Jimmy!
Tied to the radiator.
I love you, Jimmy. I was playing around. You know how it is.
Jimmy.
So we fucking positioned the studio. This is all just a fake background for now because we're gonna build that wall.
Build that wall. Build that wall.
There we go. That was nice. You should have joined in too there, David. Because what we're gonna do?
Build that wall.
Build that wall.
Hell yeah. So we are gonna get there. Some people have messaged, they're like, what happened to the studio? What we did was, it's just a better use of the space. We've changed the fucking... Is there a camera on you, David, ever? Nah, there'll never be a camera on you. You are a useless cunt. Did you like that? He was enjoying just being part of the fucking conversation.
Good sport.
So we're going to build this wall next week or the week after. We're going to Skankfest tomorrow. We've got a whole lot of shit going on. Actually, Skankfest today, technically, by the time this episode comes out.
Right.
But we will eventually get around to building this wall. Give me a week or two. I'm doing it myself. I really don't know anything about construction at all.
You sound like Trump too. You're like, it's only going to take a couple weeks, guys. Just pick me to do the job. This thing's not going to get done until 2028.
Well, what we should do is we should do a fucking, the way Trump had what was it, GoFundMe, or someone started a GoFundMe for the
wall.
For the wall. There was a fucking GoFundMe for the wall, and it made like $4 million.
Yeah.
And then one day it was just gone, and the guy just stole $4 million or something. Which is solid.
What a legend.
Yeah, can you Google that, David? Just
I feel
sitting
like
there picking your asshole.
I feel like GoFundMe probably took it down before a man actually was able to like cash out.
No, this was kind of back in the day when we still had our fucking freedoms before GoFundMe showed up and we were like, sorry, we don't agree with whatever.
They said Canadian truckers, we're going to shut that
That's
down.
crazy.
That's insane.
What are we? Where are we living? We're North
they're
Korea?
living in Canada.
Are we in North Korea? Because, build that wall. This is the GoFundMe? Yeah, look, the beginnings of the GoFundMe, and then in the end, they never even did that, right? They never even bought a ladder. Didn't buy a brick, didn't buy nothing. They didn't
buy a single panel for a fence.
This was a couple of plywood.
It's like Fisher Price playpens, just like for toddlers, you just stretched across.
Yeah, when you trying to keep your dog from falling down the stairs. Like a safety lock. All these Mexicans going, I don't know.
I don't lift
We're not. They're all trapped in this little child.
No.
Yeah. And they have the sponge on the ground so they don't hurt themselves. In that little red and yellow car, you know it? Fucking, there's 15 of them coming across the border. How do we know?
You're playing in the little kitchen with the fake food.
Yeah. How do we know? Míos,
Ay, Dios mío.
How they...
Señor Trumpito.
He built the wall and
I can't get over.
The Mexicans are like toddlers, man. They are the full-grown Mexican man.
Right.
He fucking can't write. He can't read. He just they call each other gay.
They take 3 naps a day.
They're fucking I'm telling you, Mexicans are just giant toddlers.
They're the hardest working people in this country.
They have a diaper ass the way they waddle around the place with their fucking little diaper ass. They got that pot belly. Every Mexican has a little fucking pot belly.
Cerveza belly.
Yes. Listen, rice fucking balloons. And I'm telling you, these kids, one of the biggest laughs I ever got in my whole life was I was on a fucking building site. And, we're building each fucking floor. So it's like every time you're working, you're on the roof, essentially. And just as a joke, I just showed them. I put my hand through my fucking jeans and put my finger through the fly.
Through the zipper?
Yeah, and I went, hey! And then he went, oh! And then they started calling each other. And there's a big and everyone stopped working and they all looked around and they're all like, oh! People with guns. Yeah, I'm telling you. And then one of the other guys came over and started pulling it. And they went, no! They were like, what? People are dropping bricks and shit. I murdered that day.
It's a good room to murder in.
Yeah. Look, I'm telling you, Mexicans are like toddlers. There's a fucking funny observation. They don't have ID, right? They can't legally work. Oh man, that is so fucking funny. Anyway, head over to the Patreon for this.
For a little more, we elaborate on that further.
We're joking. We love the Mexicans here, but
Build that wall. Build that wall.
we are going to build this whole wall. It's going to be pretty sick. Head out to Patreon. We'll do 2 extra episodes a week, and we're going to start trying to increase the amount of free episodes we put out. But on Patreon, guaranteed 2 extra episodes a week. And at the end of every episode, we're going to do questions from the fans. And you can only get your question on this show if you're on part of the Patreon. So more support there. And also, the big goal is at 1,000 patrons, I will quit my day job. So, you know, because that Fallon paid nothing. didn't move the needle. I lost fans.
I was going to say, it might have set us back a little bit.
I'm a sellout.
If anything, I lost respect for my peers.
I was watching it go, Collie. Why don't you do your pro rape bit in between a fucking Fisher Price commercial and McDonald's? Now here's Colum coming up. Yeah, so make sure you do all that shit. Anyway, oh yeah, I've got dates coming up too. I was just in England, and we can talk about that. I was in Ireland and England. We talked about most of that on the Patreon. Another reason to head over. By the way, we got merch. Head over to columtyrrell.com. We got merch, and that will lead us to the next thing. But I'm also going back to England and Scotland in December. We've got Glasgow, Liverpool, London. That's the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd of December. Get some dates. If you fucking follow this podcast, make sure you buy some tickets. I want to see some fans, because I can get a lot of the stranger fucking people over there like, oh, let me take a chance on some guy I don't know. Yeah. But I want the actual real. I want the Legion of Skanks fans.
I want the boys there.
I want the fucking lads.
The lads.
The fucking lads coming out, man.
Show up.
Fucking lad, I fucking like your fucking joke. You sound very American. You sound fucking weird. That's the Liverpool. They go, you fucking sound like a fucking American. What, you fucking...
What's your accent?
You don't
What's your accent?
Who's this guy?
You're the quacksont.
He's from Iceland, is he?
I thought that was pretty all right.
Me from Liverpool.
Oh, here we fucking go.
Save for the Patreon. Save for the Patreon.
Patreon.
I just sent you. This is breaking news while I was having a shit. And this would be good for the merch, actually, because we do know my famous rant that I kind of deleted pretty fast once I sobered up. The night after Jimmy Fallon. Stop bringing it up, please.
Please.
Can you please stop bringing it up? But the night I woke up, I got all these messages and shares and of all these people in comedy that I fucking hate. And there was even people who were like, you know, they like, I was like, hey, trying to get them to finalize some certain shows and so, and you can't get through to them. And next thing you know, oh yeah, that date's good. And then it was also, congratulations on this. You're like, yeah,
right.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck your mother. Fuck your family. Fuck all these cunts. Anyway, so I posted a thing and then I was like, Chucky Your Law, motherfucker. So we decided, so many people in the comments and all like that stuff, we decided to make a Chucky Your Law shirt, which means Chucky, which is like, I spelt it English phonetically, Chucky Your Law, but it's actually spelled like TIOCAIDH AR Law LA Fada. Fada is the little fucking fancy looking little thing on the A. I don't know how do you describe it. A little
accent mark.
Just a little accent mark. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's Chucky Your Law. So we made these into shirts, which are solid. So make sure you buy them, support them. 10% of the profits will go back towards the IRA. They will. 10% of the profits will be sent home to fund the terrorist organizations. But I'm not calling them a terrorist. We will. We haven't forgotten. This fight is not over until we have a united Ireland. Anyway, so make sure you get those over at columtyrrell.com for merch. You got till the end of the month for that little run. They're available in nice green for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Don't get punched in the nuts on St. Patrick's Day. Wear your Chucky Your Law shirt. So that's pretty solid. But just yesterday, the Irish women's team qualified for the World Cup. So click on the sweater there on the right and put on the green one. Look, put it on green.
Live right now on the bonfire.com?
Yeah, well, just go to columtyrrell.com, follow those links. That's the manufacturer. Yeah, look at that. Chucky Your Law, look at that. You look fucking cool down the pub drinking a pint of Guinness with your Chucky Your Law fucking sweater. Because no one knows what the fuck it means.
I was going to say, that's a great...
Look at that one. There we go. Oh, there's another green one.
That's a good one.
This is all St. Patrick's Day attire. And then, of course, we got the Collie Elite available in all sizes. The Collie Elite, which is a good name for the crew over there on Patreon. One of the Collie Elite. Yeah. Anyway, so in the fucking Ireland women's qualified for the World Cup in soccer, right? Not big news for anyone. It might be the first time they've ever done it for Ireland, whatever. So it's kind of big news in Ireland. And afterwards, and I sent this over to you on Twitter. Afterwards, they were celebrating. They started singing some songs, and I believe one of the songs references the IRA. And so the English media picked up on it and were like, "This is very disappointing as these sports stars are singing songs about the IRA." And they've had to come out with an apology and all that stuff. I want to see the original. Let's see this, because I haven't seen this response. I don't know who this lesbian is, but congratulations for getting into the
song that references the IRA.
Can you pause it for a second? Just there are loads of songs that reference the IRA, though.
I'm sure. Like,
And well, it's also, and I shared something there recently about how, sure, it's not fucking nice to be like, yo, we killed you. Like, because it's always like the IRA, yeah, we got to blow up a fucking Protestant church and kill a bunch of innocent women. But you know what? You started it. We didn't start it. You started it. All right? I don't care who started it. I'm ending it. So all the songs, so it's probably the Fields of Athenry, which is, it goes like, "Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly." And then in that gap, everyone goes like, "Hey baby, watch the free birds fly." And there's like, "Our love was on the wing. Sinn Féin, we had dreams and songs to sing. IRA, it's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Fuck the Queen, let's dance, come on."
okay.
It's a song.
Start hitting the jig hard as fuck after that.
Right on some fucking Hun's grave. Right on the Queen's grave.
That's like the Irish fucking Sweet Caroline. You play that in a state, everyone's like, "Ba, ba, ba." The IRA.
Fucking Fields of Athenry. If you got the Celtic Football Club, they play it. Liverpool Football Club, they play it. Any Irish game, it goes nuts. Any bar,
that.
it's an old late bar. Every pub you're in, and they sing, and it goes, and then the whole thing, like,
all the men.
it's a crescendo, and it goes, "Long lie the fields of Athenry." Yeah.
I'm about to run through a fucking wall right now.
I'll fucking kick a British-looking person in the head. just some random French guy. Oh!
Yeah, he's got bad teeth. You're like, "You."
I want his head. I want his fucking head. So I guess, look, you sing it and whatever. And here's the thing. All of this is, there's a justifiable irony to like this post-colonial, like when a country rules you like that for so long.
Hundreds of years.
800 to be exact. Not exact, but it's close enough. We round up by a couple of 100 years. We're not able to count. Mexicans are like toddlers.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
I'm still gonna laugh about that.
That's so funny.
And anyway, so but you say it like in an irony thing, you know what I mean? Like I was removed from the Troubles up north, which was like spread out. So I don't know what it was like to have like bombs going off while you're growing up between both sides, a lot of collateral damage, a lot of like innocent people fucking taken over some shit, but like it's moved on, and now it's become a point where it's just like when you say up the ra, when you say all that, it is like just an ironic kind of a thing.
Like a fuck the, yeah.
It's a fuck the Queen thing, but again, like even when the Queen
like
died,
an anti-establishment thing, yeah.
Exactly.
But that's what's annoying is because...
And it's the same way fucking people say free Palestine or whatever. It's ironic, right? We're not actually...
Be careful with that in New York.
I don't know. I never know which side I'm supposed to be on. I was raised to fucking be free Palestine.
It just makes sense.
Fuck these Jews, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Well, that's inevitably where it leads to, so that's like the wrong stance to have.
That's the problem.
That's what they say at least, but it's like, one side's fighting with rocks, the other side's got fucking... IEDs and shit. They got UTIs and shit.
You're there making your speech at school. Fonzie's like, okay, so use. So one side's are like the fucking.
One side's fighting with Fruity Pebbles.
So one side's like the fucking Yankees. Okay, so one side's like the Yankees. They got all the money and shit, and the Jews, all the Jews in New York. They got the money and shit.
Some guy named Steinbrenner owns them.
Yeah. And the other side of the fucking Phillies. And they go, yeah.
The Philadelphia Palestinians.
Anyway, so they were singing that, and I guess the English put up. Can you just check it out? See if you can find the original video of them, because this,
like in the stadium.
This is a very all over the place episode today.
By the way,
but it's fun.
Yeah, just open up a new tab and see if you know. So I didn't see the original fucking. Just say Irish soccer women sing up the ras songs, sing fun Irish songs.
It was in Ireland, like the qualifying game.
I don't know actually. I just saw the results. You know, a couple of people posted. Who was watching that? I could get me game for fucking the Irish soccer team. My dad's team. It's the same as over here. Remember the American ladies soccer team played some kids, some sort of fucking high school soccer team, and they lost like 6-0.
Yeah, it was like years ago, right?
Yeah. And then they're always like, we're the best team in the world. So you can pause that for a second. And yeah, but that's the exact same thing happened in Ireland. My dad had like a really good underage boys team.
He coach?
Yeah, he was one of the best coaches in underage history in Ireland.
Really?
Yeah, it's nuts. His team won.
That's awesome.
His team won like the top league like 8 years in a row or something retarded. Like my dad has autism.
He's cooking up in his playbook.
My dad, I swear to, he's cooking up in his playbook. That's exactly. Let me have a look at the book. He was cooking up his playbook, but my dad has like a little bit of fucking Asperger's or something. I don't know. It's undiagnosed. So
like Bill Belichick, like
I don't know what it is, but he always had these weird ways of connecting with kids and teaching them how to play the best fucking soccer possible. And everyone's like, you're insane, because it's like all his techniques were fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like he would stand on a wall and he would hang like a soccer ball from a net, and then they'd have to jump up and head the ball and all this type of weird shit. And then he'd have like all these like games where like they'd have to kick the balls into like a fucking like a moving car and shit like that.
Oh,
so it's just
shit.
fucking nuts. He'd be driving,
just turning these kids into snipers.
just insane fun shit.
That's honestly amazing.
But they were good, yeah. Anyway, so but one of the years when they were like under 12s, they played, the Irish soccer team had like to warm up against a real game, so they played the kids, and the kids beat them 10-0. Like it's not even a physical thing. It was literally just like, you know, they're shit. You know what it is? What it is.
Yeah. It was those kids' fucking World Cup though. You know what I mean? They probably played hard as shit.
Yeah. But you just can't look, and the gap in soccer is fucking huge, like nearly more so than I see in nearly any other sports. Maybe because I can notice it,
like
but
making it. You mean like in the league?
look, no, I'm just saying like the skill level between a man and a woman is fucking so much that it's like different. It's like It's like a Special Olympics or something. These guys, honestly, a couple of Paralympic guys in wheelchairs would be better than half these chicks.
Basketball too.
Basketball,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the most athletic sport I think. Is
fucking
basketball.
African ballet. Fucking no, thank you. We want men's sports right here.
Basketball's created by a white man.
Bleep that. Save that for the Patreon.
Yeah, it's for the Patreon.
I used to work for a guy. He was a New Zealand guy. He used to call it African ballet. Because he was into rugby.
Christ.
He was like into rugby and boxing.
Yeah.
And then at basketball, it's like, you know, you're not allowed to touch each other. So it's like, fuck it.
Right.
Classic. Anyway.
Get the fuck out of here.
With racism. A little PSA to the crew. All right, members of the Ireland women's team filmed singing pro-IRA song as they celebrated the World Cup. I hope it's Here We Go Again. We're on the road again. We're on the road again. We're on our way to paradise. Anyway, I
wish I knew him.
I'll fucking teach you, baby. When we hit 2,000 Patreon subscribers, we're going to do a little Irish trip. And we're fucking going nuts.
Do it.
That would be nuts. That would be the most fun.
Insanity.
Us in the arsehole of nowhere just singing rap songs.
Dude, get me in the Guinness factory. We'll fucking vlog it.
Go on, who played in? Let's see what's going on with this thing. Up the rat, say ooh ah, up the rat. Ooh ah, up the rat, say ooh ah, up the rat.
I love these ladies.
Up, that is the song. Ooh ah, up the rat. Here we go again. We're on. Up the rat, say ooh ah, up the rat. Ooh ah, up the the rat. Say ooh,
Did they
sing it,
play
mate.
England?
No.
Oh, that'd be great if they were
This
playing
is just
England.
a song. Anyway, that's the song. The song is called fucking Celtic Symphony by the Wolf Tones.
It's just
And
that the whole time.
it breaks down in the middle of that. No, that's the song I was just singing.
Oh.
Yeah, then it breaks down into goes ooh ah up the rat. Say ooh ah up
It's a
the
hell of a
rat.
crescendo.
Ooh ah. All right, so let's hear the response of this English prick. Look at
English
at the end of the day.
fuck.
Look, but let's be honest. Look at that guy.
Yeah.
He has no pigment in any part of his face. He is a fucking he looks like a piece of cum that came to life. He's a soulless fucking piece of shit. So who do you reckon's on the right side now of her who's like a part-time carpenter, you know? She fucking only got into sports because she fancied a girl.
Listen, we got the right sport for you, hon.
Yeah, listen, look, I'm not even saying that in a derogatory term. There's no denying that female sports is dominated by lesbians, right? Sure.
Yeah.
Surely that's not even
The best one.
Is that yeah.
Yeah.
Amanda Nunes.
Oh my god.
She fucking
She got a hotter girlfriend than I ever will have.
bigger dick than you, dude. and that's because he has a small dick.
Get the fuck out of here.
With homophobia. All right, now.
I'm mad it took 38 episodes for that.
Say no to drugs, Stephen. All right, let's play this fucking interview so we see this British cunt.
Ask you about the statement that's just come out from the FAI,
statement that's
in which
just
they've
come out.
apologise for the players singing a song that references the IRA. Would you like to apologise?
We would, yeah. Now,
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we're all really sorry here in
Just having
Dublin.
a crack, you know what I
Obviously,
mean?
massive lapse in judgment on our end. Lots going on when the final whistle went, and we absolutely didn't mean to cause any hurt on our end. So we do really apologise for that, absolutely.
How embarrassed are the players by this video?
Yeah, quite embarrassed. There's obviously a lot going on in the change rooms in such a major moment.
She's folding.
So,
I
lots
know,
of different
but they have
songs,
to, you
Sad
being
to
put
say.
on left, right, and centre. So look, we are incredibly embarrassed.
Like, I want her
in
just
this
to be
moment
like,
in
nah,
time,
double
and
down,
didn't mean
fuck
any
the
hurt on our
Queen.
it's
end.
not
So
easy,
we
you know.
do
They
really
probably all play in
apologise for
England and
that.
shit like that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
she's
when you-
probably getting
I guess
con.
it
She probably
raises
plays
the
for a
question,
club
does
in
it?
England.
They'll cut her wages in half and she'll get $20 an hour
Oh
a
my
week. Anyway, good. Like, fair play to you. I'm sorry about that. Fuck this, guys. What have you got to say?
How embarrassed are you and your teammates? Like,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Can we get a response from you? What are you? And she's just like, yeah. To be honest, I was just having a little bit of crack. Maybe you should apologize for all the shit that you
Yeah,
did.
right?
Anyway, fuck them up the rat. So listen, fuck this cancel culture bullshit. Fuck these British. Have fun. Buy yourself a Chucky Your Lost shirt available now at ColumTyrrell.com.
Really stick
available
it up.
until the 31st of October. Yeah, stick it to the man. And we should have actually, what we should do is get a couple of their photos of them singing it up the rat and sell them at the World Cup. Sell at the World Cup, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, the Colum Tyrrell Podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. I don't know if you guys are too cool to fix what's inside of your brain, but I'm not. I signed up for BetterHelp. I genuinely did do this, and I talk a lot about this on the Patreon too, so head over there. But I'm going through my own personal therapy journey, and it's helped me a lot. Do you guys think, the guys at the booth, do you think I've changed since I've started therapy?
I haven't heard one slur since.
Yeah, I'm slurless. Turns out I was projecting because I actually am lazy.
There you go. You're starting to learn.
I have gone better. I've helped handle my drinking. I've taken a lot of responsibility for all the mistakes I have in my life, and everybody's different. And I promise you, it's helped me with a lot of stress and a lot of my coping mechanisms. I cannot recommend BetterHelp enough. Give it a go. Don't be that guy out there who's too brave to seek some help. If you're a woman, you can also join, but we're talking for the men right now. Get out there, talk to someone. You don't want to talk to your girlfriend. You don't want to talk to your wife. You don't want to show your kids that you're vulnerable. This is an opportunity for you to not be a pussy in front of your friends, but you're able to get all this stuff off your chest. That's what BetterHelp is. They are licensed professionals, and you can choose from hundreds of different people. I had a therapist that I didn't like her, and then bang, gone, new girl. Come on now. And it was easy. It was like, come. Never even told her why I'm leaving her. Yeah, she was a little bit too real for me. But anyway, if you just go over to betterhelp.com/Collie, that's betterhelp/Collie, COLLIE. You can sign up today and get 10% off your first month. A couple of people signed up before already and they DM'd me. If you do sign up, please DM me. Let me know how this is helping you. We only advertise stuff here that we think will actually grow my army into a fucking beasts. Beasts. All right, back to the show. My boy fucking just got, this is also breaking news with Davante Adams. I missed Davante Adams. There was a video. There's 2 videos, by the way. Did you see the second one, David? There was 2 videos came out of Davante Adams. He lost. He scored 2 touchdowns, I believe, for the Raiders. He definitely... Which it's as a Green Bay Packers fan, I have been my whole life, die hard. My father was, his fathers were a Green Bay Packers fan. It's like, no.
Actually,
no.
Let's say, oh my god, that's so cool.
Wow, I never knew that about you. So Davante Adams left the Packers, went to the Raiders.
Yep.
He's like, still on fire. Throw it just anywhere, and he's catching it. Anywhere he's catching it. And his second touchdown that he scored two defenders. Two offenders around them. Both end up on the ground, and he plucks it. Doesn't even fucking. He's just in a stride.
He's such a beast.
It's phenomenal. One of the things I saw him teaching someone else before. I saw a clip of him teaching someone else. It didn't even make any sense. He goes, when the ball comes up, right? He goes, don't look at anyone. He goes, and don't jump up like this. He goes, just let it land. He goes, let it land here. He goes, because everyone has done a jump like this and miss it, and it'll just land right there where you need to be. Because and it didn't even make sense. Like, if my hand's here, how come someone can't just put his hand? He's like, nah. But he does every time.
He's the tallest one on the field. Yeah.
No, you just right in his pocket, boom, on the hip. He scores 2 touchdowns. They still lose. He's leaving the game. So this is the video of him pushing some cunt and the fucking camera guy.
Yeah, some idiot with a boomstick.
Yeah, so it looks bad. Let's be honest. It doesn't look good if this is the video.
And the Chiefs.
Oh, he ain't happy.
Frustration from Adams.
Get the
and
fuck out of
whoa.
Motherfucker!
Can't have that as Adams leaves the field. The frustrations
Come on, wait, cracker.
on this evening bubbling over.
Look. Pow! Look at oh, fuck him up.
But look, he's like looking right at the ground, like.
Yeah, well, but that angle doesn't look good. All right, enough of that video now.
From Adams
But goddamn, if I am that guy with the boomstick, the fall I'm taking.
My tennis career is over.
I'm slamming my head against the concrete trying to get myself a concussion.
I can't hold the camera anymore. I show up to work the next day with the camera upside down. I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, listen. Give him 20 grand or whatever.
Yeah.
How much could he? But he got charged today. But another video, a different angle came out from behind his head, and he's walking along, and the kid just walks in front of him, and it's a couple of frustrations.
He's fucking 6'5". You can't see this little.
He's the best player in the league, arguably one of them anyway, and his team can't win for fucking shit. I haven't said that they're probably 3-2 or something.
I don't even know.
Yeah,
they're not bad.
But the kid walked in front of him. He lost step. You can't be pushing over a human. Look, these guys are fucking beasts.
Yeah.
Because you can tell he barely even touched him, and the kid goes...
Didn't even extend his arms.
The kid is still rolling down the hill somewhere, waiting to press charges. He's like Forrest Gump, just going around the country. And when I needed to sleep, I slept. And when I needed to go, I go.
I just started falling.
Yeah. I just started falling. He's falling all across America. There you go. Yeah, so look, the big guy like that, they're scary, these guys. Professional athletes are fucking scary.
Anyone who's above 6 feet is fucking scary to me. I'm like 5'6". I'm like, are you in the NFL?
Yeah, but those guys, like, because you just see them. You go. Oh, it's just they have a scary presence
with the pads on and the helmet. They look like fucking gladiators.
Every part of their body, every sport, is just pure, just 100% the most incredible body physiques.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he pushed him, but there was another angle. So I don't know. Look, it is what it is. You can't be pushing these guys. But he got charged. He got pressed for
misdemeanor assault charges.
Misdemeanor assault. What's that even mean? At the end of the day,
it's not a felony.
In It's not a felony.
Yeah.
So I thought felony was like when it's like across state lines or something.
It's like a federal crime, I believe.
So it's a crime in every state.
Yeah. Or a felony's just like a...
You should know.
Do you know? I don't know. I know people with felonies.
I'm sure you do.
They can't vote.
Every Father's Day, you wish he called. Classic. Just a big... yeah, exactly. Nah, look, you can't be pushing people like that. But again, you know...
Not get
that
the
bad.
fuck out of his way.
He came out and he just goes, look, man, I'm sorry. And he goes, I hope you're reading this. He goes, when you stop rolling, when you stop falling. Yeah, but the other angle. But then what about Antonio Brown? So there you go. Like, of all the people too, it's incredible that most of these guys, again, for the pure, you look at even in boxing, the skill level of people like Canelo or whatever, right? But the chances are there's more people just as skillful, or at least with the same like athletic reactions as them, as Canelo and things like that. But they were born with like a weaker chin and stuff like that, so they could never.
Those intangibles.
There is. So these guys are also born just fucking. They're not just the fastest and the best hands and the most beautiful abs and the biggest dicks. They are and the most delicious mahogany skin. The most delicious. Oh, arms bigger than my couch. Oh, I feel safe watching these guys. But then they've also got the ability to not get injured like that because they're just athletes.
Right.
Like if they wanted to, here's the biggest thing. We're lucky we keep them busy, throwing balls and jumping and things like that. Because these guys, professional athletes, if they wanted, they just go, fucking, let's just take all the money. Let's just take over this place. They would. They could easily they would just walk in here now, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Like they're the original gladiators. They're the original fucking, they're freaks, by the way. They're freaks.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to a basketball game? I had courtside seats once.
What?
This was for the Nets a few years ago, back when they were really shit, back before they had any of the good players.
Right.
And a friend of mine, I guess he was fucking one of the social media people. So they got free tickets. It was great.
Amazing.
All you can eat, like shrimp and steak and all sorts of shit.
Yeah, high quality drinks and shit.
We went courtside. You had to walk out onto the court, and you were up like 7 rows, whatever. But whatever, same shit. But we get to see them coming out the tunnel, and it's like glass on either side. So there's a bunch of group on this side and big group on that side, and then we're all just standing there talking, and then all you hear is fucking just sort of like it's like fucking
you hear them like under
Jurassic
the tunnel.
Park. Jurassic Park. And then it starts, the whole place starts shaking, and everyone starts going, oh, and then these gigantic pieces, boom, 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 and every step, because each one of them is like size 15, boom, boom, the whole place is shaking, and you go, yeah, they're freaks, they're fucking freaks, honestly. They are fucking, if this was the fucking 1600s, and you saw one of these things jogging down the street, you and your boys would get on horseback and be fucking trying to catch it. They go, take it down and kill it. Kill it. That thing is too big. That is a freak of nature. And they would have it fucking chained in a fucking circus and be like, step right up, see the freak. See the gigantic freak with the massive hands and the beautiful abs and the beautiful caramel skin. Speaking of.
Great segue.
Absolutely, yeah. But they're freaks. Like, they are fucking modern day freaks, and I'm glad that we're able to keep them competing against each other rather than just taking our women, rather than just smacking you. Oh, they're probably taking most of our women too, you know. But it's like,
they definitely are.
But we've kind of minimized it. Also, they ain't taking my women. I promise you, there ain't no athlete in the world. Not even as a joke would they fucking stick it in my chick.
Yeah.
You kidding me? Also, she'd be broke. She'd be split. She'd be splitting too.
She'd be damaged goods after.
Oh yeah, she'd be walking like a crab, like fucking. She'd be crabbed up, you know, like fucking those crab. Mongolian, you know what I mean? The Mongoloids and the bow-legged. You know that's what they call fucking. Do you ever hear of a Mongoloid?
Yeah, Mongoloid.
Yeah, it's because of the Mongolians. They they would ride horses, and they would ride horses their whole life constantly. They were like practically fucking centaurians. That's how they were all raised, so that they actually started to fucking all evolve and be bow-legged. So when they got off the horses, they were all like walking out all bow-legged.
Yeah, because I always thought
and they're kind of Asian looking. So they were like, "Oh, yo, you're a mongoloid."
Is a mongoloid like now? It just means like retarded, right?
Yeah, it does now. But there was actually a while when mongoloid was a fucking condition. It was a medical.
Really?
Oh, David.
I got asked. Didn't know that.
Yeah, so
good thing we got a doctor in the studio, dude, in case I got a fucking heart
Dr.
attack.
Caggiano. He keeps stealing pills. Dr. Caggiano. Fucking doctor.
Grab me a perk next time you're
Dr.
working.
Caggiano, you walk in the place on the wire in the strip. Dr. Caggiano. Oh, we don't have to take that top off.
Like, you need an abortion? I got a guy.
All the ladies, yeah, walking. Yo, I'm not need a suit. It's telling me you need a physical. We're like, get that bra right off you. Got to check out those tits for cancer. You know what I'm saying? Those lumps.
The glove snapping. Let's do this.
A fucking dirty guinea doctor. He's got fucking hell. He's got a fucking chain. His cross is hanging out.
It's like dipping into the open heart surgeries.
Say ah, say ah, say ah, say oh. I'm gonna hit you with this little hammer. You say oh. Look at the reflexes on this one.
It's got a sledgehammer.
Yeah, so you bring this to one of those fucking and then yeah, these Italians. Listen.
Get the fuck out of here.
Racism. So what happened to Antonio Brown? He was at a resort. He got naked. They started jerking off, and then this blonde girl was just like, "Oh,
Yeah.
all right."
Yeah. I mean, you hit the nail on the head there.
What else happened then?
So he was just at a pool in Dubai. I think it was in Dubai at a hotel. And there's people like being like, "Oh, that's Antonio Brown." And there's in the video, he just like looks and smiles at them and just literally like rolls around and just shows them his ass and starts laughing. And then he rolls back around and puts his dick out of the water like this, stretching it,
Stretching his big dick.
I get that though. You got to give it a
that.
stretch.
We can't show that now. We shouldn't be showing that on YouTube. But do we see his big dick?
They blur it out in the video, and it's a very generous blur.
It's a generous blur. Is it? Or are we just hoping that it...
I'm hoping it's generous.
Not much blur, more like just a couple of pixels for me now, to be honest.
Classic.
Just a tiny
little block. It's like a Minecraft block.
You just need a ladder. You don't even need to go too hard. Just put a little, just right blur. It'd be fine. My little mushroom sticking out. Yeah, but look, all these guys are CTE and all that type of stuff. He got his fucking head creased in a couple of times, and there's no way. Was he always nuts, or was it not until he got fucking cracked his head open?
After he got his head cracked open, it was like...
But was he always a little bit nuts?
Kind of, but never to the point where it's like everywhere he goes is like
Here's
an
my-
issue.
here's my-
Like, he should be like hospitalized.
They talk about CTE and all this type of stuff, and I don't know what happened recently with someone from the Dolphins was allowed to go back on, even though he was knocked out completely.
Yeah.
So there's like a big scandal with it. Listen, at the end of the day, you paid a lot of money. Walk it off. All right,
Get the fuck back in there.
What are you on? Go home and read a book.
Get back in
You're
there.
reading a book tonight, honey? Get the fuck back out there, will you? Get out there and buy your mama a house. So what's this? A video of him getting knocked out?
This is like the play that everyone says is
We don't need
when
sound.
he should have retired.
All right, we don't need sound on this, by the way. Just play it. This is a replay of it.
This
Nice.
is
Get
like
that-
from like 5 years
get
ago.
that
Yeah, my
blurb
bad.
right in the fucking mic there. I go, we don't need sound on this, and you go. Fucking, I'm working with fucking animals. Here we go. Oh, he missed it. Bad throw. Bow!
Right in the noggin.
The connection, because he's coming down, and then that other kid, the shoulder. Bow! Should have caught it. Should have caught it. All right, that's enough. Yeah, but it's CTE. But here's what they should do is, they want to show you, it's always all these guys years later, and they're like fucking, they're like fucking like
It's Muhammad Ali.
They're just a vegetable, in a chair going fuck. They keep shooting at people who aren't there and stuff. But what they want to do is Antonio Brown's hanging out with fucking Madonna. But they should just show a video of him hanging out with Madonna and go, this is what happens. He doesn't even know if Madonna's almost like a fucking a spooky fucking person you see when you have CTE. You know,
It's like the Benadryl ghost.
The Benadryl goes, yeah. You know, you can't sleep and you sleep at the end of your bed.
Yeah.
The paralysis, is it?
Sleep paralysis demon. Yeah.
The paralysis demon. That's what Madonna's like now. She just shows up with a bra outside of a blazer. She's wearing a shoulder padded blazer, like fucking a big pink Hillary Clinton, right? She has these big shoulder pads on, and then she has a bra on the outside, and her face looks like someone got. Did you ever see the video of like a chimp ate your face?
Yeah, the girl with the.
Yeah, and then they go, "Oh, they just did a face transplant," and everyone has to go. Yeah, woo! The whole crowd goes, wow, yeah, you're beautiful, baby. And one eye
looks great.
One of her pupils is coming out of her ear, and there's you're like,
aren't I pretty?
Yeah, let's just put that big, huge, like a Kentucky Derby hat, you know, and a nice bit of a bangs, and
it's like we're actually Muslim now,
and a little bit of a scarf. Yeah, you're actually in the IRA now. You're fucking a little bit of a ski mask, beautiful, some sunglasses. You're looking good, baby. You're looking good, yeah. So that's what they should do with with that for sure. Yeah. All right. What else do we have going on here, folks? I wanted to talk about the trip. I went to fucking Liverpool. Get your tickets, columtyrrell.com to Liverpool. What are we at, actually, by the way? We should actually have some sort of a 45, because we got the question from the fans. Oh, look at this. An order for Colum Tyrrell Liverpool just came in.
Look at that.
What are the odds of that? That's fucking cool, isn't it?
Live on the show.
I don't want to say the name. 2 tickets. Have you no friends? Fucking get some more tickets, Stephen. Because I'm telling you, it's just you and your friend now.
Very intimate show.
It'll be in the back of a fucking black taxi. Yeah, all right. Well, that's selling fast. Go get your fucking Liverpool. The Liverpool people do get a pass with all the English stuff because they're very working class. They're northerners. It's separated from
the Beatles.
The South. The fucking Beatles, man. I went to some fucking place. And there's a very funny video went viral recently of some guy up there singing a song, and I don't know if you saw it. Some random fan just some random guy at a bar goes up on stage and flips the fucking guy on the guitar and cracks his head. Have you seen that?
No.
I'll find it. We'll watch it in the Patreon episode coming up after the break. So I went to Liverpool. There's nothing going on, by the way. It was fucking funny. So I arrived there on the Thursday. And I don't have any shows around. So I'm just walking around the city. And I fucking wrecked from the Ireland trip already. And I just want to sleep. But I said, fucking, let me go out and see what's going on. I went into some random fucking bar. Just because I knew it was cheap. I Googled cheap bars. Where'd I go? Going to some pub. It's called McCooley's or whatever.
Okay.
And there's a guy with a guitar. And he's just singing the classic fucking, Arctic Monkeys or the fucking Mumford and Sons, And he's just... that's how they sound in Liverpool, by the way. They go, you want some fucking chicken? You want some fucking chicken? Yeah, Liverpool, you want the fucking... There's blisters on my fingers. All right, lads. But he's singing, but across the street there's like this bar that's empty. And they're blasting music. And it's just like, the music coming out is like fucking, just those club classics. Just, calling Mr. Raider, calling Mr. Ron, calling you insane. Like that type of stuff. Rhythm is a dancer. And so he's just there going like, doing Mumford and something like, oh, and then I hear is Saturday night. And I'm just sitting there on my own in like a fucking airport hangover place. And because it's only 9 o'clock, the place doesn't even probably kick off till like 2 a.m.
Right.
It's just me, a couple of fucking old geezers who can't afford to go anywhere else.
Early bird special.
The classic. And then a bunch of like 17-year-olds who can go in early because they let you in because it's early enough,
right.
Where they kind of go, that do no harm.
Right.
The bouncers will turn a blind eye to a fake ID if it's early. It's not late. There's a little bit of it. Go up and play fucking they playing pool in the back, you know what I mean? Go play pool, have a couple of beers, relax.
Give us some business.
Also, by the way, Creepsville. If you're a fucking pedo, and not even a pedo, if you're just a guy who likes them fresh.
Fresh harvest.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's when you're not a pedo but you're like into teenagers. What's that?
A groomer.
A regular guy? Everyone.
Every man in the world.
Anyone with eyes? What's the word for not blind? What's that word? Normal? Yeah, there's a word. Google that for because there's a word for pedophilia is when you're into someone who's like under the age of 10. And then, like, it gets broken up into different age groups.
So if you just like hot 19-year-olds, like
that's just,
too old.
That's just a guy who likes him young. If you're into like a 15-year-old,
that's still pedophile.
Well, here's the thing: is the problem with this is now. This is and let's save that for Patreon. I'm not. No,
yeah,
no way.
I don't want to divulge this.
Manters is an older man. No. It's something in a file. It's like a kegophile or whatever. A kegophile. Google kegophile. I'm 100% sure it's called kegophile. Kegophile. If I'm wrong on this now, I need to kiss a black man. Ketaphil.
Cetaphil. That's face cream.
You spelled it wrong, but I'm right. Okay? All right. I know my pedophilias.
There goes the monetization.
But it's so in England anyway. It's a pedophile who likes pedophile who likes teenagers. How about that? I'm telling you.
Do that on your own Google search.
No. It's out. Look, what's that?
Here you go.
Ephebophilia
Ephebophilia.
is who generally ages 15 to 19.
Yeah.
That's not the age group. It should be 15 to fucking 17. You can't lob in fucking 19 in there.
Yeah, you can buy ciggies at 19.
That's a huge difference right there between fucking that's massive. That's fucking massive. That you can't 19 is fine. It's frowned upon. Depending on how old you are, but like, listen, I'll allow it.
I think 19's fair game.
Especially for you, you're 24, right?
Oh,
Whatever.
yeah.
So that's fucking definitely 19. I think 22 and up is 100%.
You're an adult. Yeah.
You can be as old as you want.
Yeah.
You can be a fucking 68-year-old man banging a 22-year-old. No, it's a little bit odd.
No, yeah.
But it's like
sure.
good for you, and for her, she's getting fucking.
Get that money, boo boo.
She's getting Ted Montanas out of it. She's fucking.
Buy some burgers out the
Oh,
ass.
she ain't living. She ain't lived until she started dating a 68-year-old.
She had a Miller Lite draft at Ted's.
Just woo, she's dating a widower, man. Yeah, so look, I'm telling you, anyway. But in England, because it's 18 to drink over there, so you're out in pubs where people are 18, but also 18 in the sense that they're probably 16. 18 in the sense that they're 16, but they have
like I was in bars when I was 17.
Exactly. Yeah. But it's the norm.
Yeah, but the age was 21 here, so it's like 18.
Yes.
You can get away even earlier.
Exactly. Yeah. So like, there's times too when you look at them, like it's just too innocent too. It's a nice little fantasy looking at some of these stuff like on porn or whatever. You're like, whoa, fucking burly teen, whatever, burly legal.
Right,
Sorry, snip that. Rub that. All right.
Get the fuck out of here.
Pedophilia. All right, we're anti all the stuff today. We're anti all the stuff. We're making some messages. Yeah, but they're too innocent. You know what I mean? I'm too old. I'm 32. So like, if I was talking to a 17-year-old, they genuinely look too young.
Yeah.
For me I would feel mad fucking. And in England, I think the age of consent's like 16 or something nuts like that. I would feel bad about myself cracking open a 17. Like, good in the moment. It would be the hottest thing I've ever done. But outside of that, I'd be like, what am I doing? What am I doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What? Come on.
I just wish you said 18.
Give some feedback here now, dude. Why do?
I mean, 17s, even like 18 and 17-year-olds, even to me, like I'm 24 and I'm like, there's just still like you got a shark tooth necklace on. Like, what are we doing here?
Oh, that gets me going. Though, shark tooth neck. Oh. Yeah. Shark tooth neck.
Like little seashells.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying, if that's what you're into, go to England. You'll find yourself. Like, I wouldn't even know how to talk to them anyway. It's just like, do you remember? Wait, you're telling me the Twin Towers have never existed your entire life? They were gone.
You never heard of Nick Kroll's dad?
Oh, no. Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
We delete
More of that on Patreon.
Yes, exactly. So I was over there. I did the Liverpool. So I'm in that place, and then I just start walking around, going from pub to pub to check it out. Everywhere you go, though, it's like it's Liverpool, and where I'm staying is like the heart of like the the Beatles bullshit.
Right.
So everywhere you go, it's just like, oh yeah, said you something, you wanna hold your hand, and it's just like fucking shit. I went to the original place where apparently they started, which I eventually read online. It's not even the original building.
Like Apple Studios or whatever.
It's called Cavan. The Cavan Club.
As a bar.
Or the Cavern Club. It's a bar.
Like where they first
You pay
performed.
in, you walk in, it's like these caves. It's built like a T almost, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a stage in the middle, and there's all these like caves, and it's
like little nooks in the wall. Like that's cool.
yeah, well, a lot of those old buildings from years and years ago, the same in Edinburgh, you've got all these like caves that are turned into buildings. So it's like you walk into it's like legit buildings, but it's like they were built in the fucking 1600s or whatever.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's nuts. But then it turns out it's not even the original place. It's like someone just named that bar the Cavern Club, and it was just like, yeah, no, this is where they started. And I guess they were like, yeah, fine, whatever.
Whatever, just play Beatles
It's
music.
just full of, and then they just have these bands go up, just random bands go up and just like sing a
Just
little
cover.
bit. They just do covers, yeah. They do a little bit of Elvis and a little bit of whatever too, just to mix things up, whatever. Yeah, so I got fucking annihilated that drunk night, and then I went down to another part of the fucking club, part of the city. There's a famous nightclub in England that's called Pop World, and it's like a chain of nightclubs. And I've never been in it, but apparently it's mad. It's real tacky. It's really cheap. It's always just full of like fat 42-year-old mothers of five, mini skirts and a big belly hanging out, and their fucking their fingers,
Smoking fags,
their fingers are yellow from smoking fags. Exactly. And just everywhere you go, there's just geezers getting and I was like, I'm heading down to this spot. Let's go.
You're sitting there like,
have I died and gone to heaven? Ooh, baby, do you know what life's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. I was like, 250 shots. Taxi. Give me the directions, Pop World. I'm walking. I'm skint. Anyway, but I went down, and it was student night because it's Thursday night in Liverpool. So it was like all kids every week, as far as the eye can see. I'm telling you, dude, it was kids galore. And I went up to one place, and then they're like, I go, how's it going? And then the man goes, you can't get in, mate. And I go, why? He's like, you're not allowed in on your own. We don't. It's like the man. I was like, what? And he goes, we're not allowed to let anyone in on their own. And I was like, what the fuck? I go, I might leave with someone. Let me.
They're like, that's the problem.
They go, you're a fucking loser, mate. Billy fucking no, mate. You are.
No rule filling for our women.
I don't know what you said there, but yeah, exactly. But he was just like, you're a fucking loser. And I've never felt like so bad in my life. But I guess they have some weird rule.
Punch a 17-year-old in the face.
I don't know. You're just not allowed in on your own because maybe they already get rid of you because you're friends or whatever.
Like a mixer thing for the youngins. Yeah.
I don't fucking know. And then at one point the guy goes, it's fucking student night anyway. Which was like, and I went, oh yeah. And it wasn't until like the next day I went, he thinks I'm a fucking creep, fucking trying to get out these kids, you know? Like honestly, I spent the entire night. I went to some fucking random fucking karaoke bar. It was packed, and everyone was just singing, going nuts. And there was just I have a photo of this fucking fat cunt, and he took his shirt off while someone was singing, and he has this big belly. He's like this,
just moving it out.
And everyone's like, going nuts. And the person's on stage just fucking, I ain't nothing but a hound dog. And
He's doing the Elvis dance and shit.
And they don't say anything. Like the bouncers don't say nothing. No one says anything. And then he's up singing karaoke with a shirt on again, like 2 songs later. Like, and he's like the king of the fucking room. Man. I just kept walking around just on my own the whole night, you know, just like I'm just like I'm trying to find a pub that's busy, where I might be able to talk to some people that's not fucking kids. But I'm lost in a city I don't know. So I'm kind of just walking around and the whole night just sort of, like that meme, they don't know I've been on Jimmy Fallon.
It's like, shut up, that's all you've been talking about.
You know that meme?
Yeah.
I go, you ever heard of Jimmy? Have you ever heard of Jimmy? Anyone here? Have you ever heard of NBC?
You're just like watching the set on your phone, like.
This? I was just scrolling through YouTube and
You see how many likes I got?
I hung it up in HDMI cable. Oh wow, what a big highlight. Put that in. Is that me?
You got capture card?
There was a guy who used to do that in Murray Hill. There was an actor. Someone told me he would go into the pubs and he'd be like, give him a $5. He goes, put on me fucking The show that he was on. He would put on he was on some show from the 90s or whatever.
Like a sitcom, yeah.
Yeah, and whatever. It was like King of Queens or whatever. He was like one of these extra.
Is Kevin James's brother just like, come on.
There's someone in Murray Hill, they told me, he would go on and he'd tell him to put the fucking show. He'd know what channels
He'd
they
put
were
on the reruns of Cheers.
Yeah, and then he would just be sitting there and he'd just wait until someone's like, hold on, is that you? And he'd be like, oh, I still have the shirt. I still he ends up cracking up.
He's wearing the costume that he was in. Yeah.
Yeah, the wig on and everything, the makeup. Like Mrs. Doubtfire. Oh,
I didn't know they were airing this.
So England was fucking nuts. I have another story about me shitting myself over there. Actually, we'll save that for Patreon. Before we go, we got questions from the fans. Questions from the fans. I guess we do include the names. Do we not include the names?
I feel like you should. I mean, they want to probably get shout out. If you join the Patreon, we'll shout you out.
Yeah, all right. We're going to say the names according to your Patreon. But if you don't want us in future to say your names, make sure you say that originally at the very beginning of the question.
Most of the accounts are just like bullshit usernames they put together, right?
Yeah. It's always like fucking lower the age of consent, doc. 960. If there's grass on the pitch, yuck. Hold on, listen. Hold on.
Get the fuck out of here.
Misogyny. All right, questions from the fans. Is there a celebrity that you irrationally hate? Mine is John Cusack. No idea why. Can't stand him. That comes in from Smitty Smith. Thank you very much for the questions. By the way, if you guys want to get your questions, head off to Patreon. Give these questions. So let's get in with you first. Do you have an idea?
I was like, for some reason, I just immediately thought of Howard Stern.
You hate Howard Stern?
I hate Howard Stern.
Here's the thing. I don't know much about. I don't know. I never heard of Howard Stern until I got here, and I guess he's a bit of an annoying prick these days.
Yeah, I just saw something like recently about him. Like I think that's why I thought of it. It was like Howard Stern leaves his house for the first time in 3 years.
Oh
and
yeah,
gets lunch.
He became a cook, didn't he?
Yeah,
and he also became a prick with SiriusXM. Like he owns like half the building that no one else is allowed in. He has corridors that only he's allowed to walk in.
Yeah, they gave him like a fucking $150 million just to.
And he has a corridor you're not allowed to walk down. Apparently, like so he comes in, he drives in a certain way, he goes up a way, and he walks. No one else is allowed down that fucking aisle.
Yeah, he just seems like a prick.
Yeah, but you know what? He used to get a lot of whores sitting on Sibians.
Yeah, he used to peg hot dogs at him.
Did he?
Yeah. You ever see that? He like used to have strippers come into the
and he throw meat
studio, and he'd be like, he would pay them for every hot dog they would catch in their mouth. And him and his boys would just be fucking pitching hot dogs at
I'd
them.
love to slap a fucking pork chop off a slut's face.
That was good. That was when he was cool.
I'm telling you, we're way too past it. We're way too past it.
Oh, no, we missed that.
You couldn't get away with that now, but like, I would love to hire, or not even hire, just like really fucking lob a bit of steak at a bitch's face, man.
Slap a salami slice.
Oh, yeah, slap her tit with a rasher.
Woo!
Smack him with a bacon slice.
Spit on him.
All right, no.
Sorry.
The meat is, it's all about meat. I'd love to. There's something about lobbing some fucking cold meat at a cunt's face.
Little lunch meat, yeah.
Just bang. Oh, yeah. The Lunchables just fucking keep the crackers. Just
give me the Capri Sun.
Well, didn't know that thing was going around for a while where they were like lobbing the easy single fucking cheese slices off the baby's faces. They were just slapping cheese off baby's faces.
When your boys are sleeping, you get the Snapchat roll, you a slice of cheese and just fucking whack them with it.
I've not.
Always funny.
But I've wanted to do it to a naked woman my whole life. My whole life I just wanted to throw some cold cuts at a fucking naked lady. Is that crazy? It's like, but a boy can dream.
A boy can dream.
But society's changed now. You'd have to go to fucking Africa or something. Somewhere where they're like, feminism disease hasn't taken over.
Some plant-based lunch meat.
What?
What's your answer to the question?
I can't remember the bitch's name. She's a lesbian. She's been in and out of jail. She was in Avatar.
Lena Dunham.
Avatar cast. She's fucking annoying. No, not her.
I've never seen Avatar.
Michelle Rodriguez. Get her.
Is that the girl that was in like the Fast and Furiouses? Like she's like the angry
yeah. She's always the
Latinx.
I'm a cool lesbian. I'm not a.
I'm edgy.
Hey, hey, you know she like saves the day and goes, hey, I'm gonna take this guy to the cleaners. It's always yeah. She's always
That's Amanda Nunes.
Yeah, oh, whoa, no, friend of the show. She's always just annoyed me. Maybe not even in real life.
Just the roles that she plays.
Every time she plays a role, it's always just like, I'm a tough bitch.
It's just the fast.
And she always has like these quips, you know? She's like, yeah. It's like, oof. It's like the CSI type of.
Yeah.
You know, when they find like an ice pick in someone's head, looks like he came to a cold ending.
This guy punched his last ticket.
Ooh, what a chilly affair.
Guess he'll be missing his bus home.
Yeah. They have some cheesy ass bullshit like that, you know. And that's the one now. Uncontrollably her. I always hated her. There was one girl, and she's not a celebrity, but she irked me, and I'll never forget her how much she annoyed me. And it was on a show called Keenan and Kel.
The fat one?
No. I'll tell you this is Keenan and Kel, and I wonder if we could fucking even find this sketch, because I've hated this woman my whole life. Even when I must have been 8 years old when I first saw this. There was Keenan and Kel, and there was a scene, and you know where the show was over or whatever, and they're in front of the curtain, not unlike you right here. This is Keenan and Kel.
Whole cast would come out, yeah.
Yeah. Who loves cocaine? Fonzie loves cocaine. Is it true? Yes. So
yes, it is true.
There was a Keenan and Kel bit, and at the end, someone in the crowd stands up, like, so it's just Keenan on his own or something, or it's just Kel on their own, and one of the girls stands up in the crowd and goes, "Hey, we want to know where Keenan is," or something, and then, or where Kel is, and then everyone in the crowd goes, "Yeah," and she's like, right, and I just it fucking bugged me so much. Still to this day, every now and again,
30 years later,
I swear, 22 years later, I still go, fucking, who is this annoying cunt in the Keenan and Kel crowd? Where she stands up and she goes, "Hey, we want to know where Kel is," and then the crowd goes, "Yeah," and then she goes, "Right, right." You know, that typical American fucking retard.
Surrounded by him.
So I don't like her. Yeah, so that's been, you know.
That's funny that you just picked like two like very niche, like you're like Michelle Rodriguez, the fifth build in Avatar.
Michelle Rodriguez. I think she was in the show Lost too. She might have. Anyway, so we'll never find that. You'll have to watch the entire.
Yeah, that's a deep bomb.
R.I.P. Coolio.
Oh man.
R.I.P. Coolio.
R.I.P. Coolio. I forgot he did that intro song. What a banger.
Yeah. So that was a good question. Anything new? David, do you have a fucking thing? Is your mic on?
Yeah. I hate Anna Kendrick. You know that girl?
Yeah.
From Pitch Perfect.
Yeah.
The cup song.
Yeah. She's a fucking smackable face.
Thank you. Everyone disagrees with me. They think she's pretty.
She's got a little tiny face.
Yeah.
Yeah, she dances.
They brought her on every late night show to do the cup song.
What's the cup song?
Oh, I hated that.
I got a ticket for the long way.
Yeah. It's like, you ever see it? Like the two like women, they get two cups, like they just flip the cups and make a beat with it.
I thought you meant when like you put something in water and you go, you know, you.
And that's the classic dad Thanksgiving.
You sort of caress the wine glass.
Yeah.
You go, "Oh wait, better take a little bit out of this." Yeah. Any trick that requires alcohol is not a. All right, you're just a booze hound. And let me show you a magic trick. Give me that bottle of whiskey. Give me a pint. Give me a pint. Yeah. She's a bit of a fucking annoying one as well. There's a couple of them, and some of them, especially if they're child actors and actresses, always bug me. They're always like so like just fucking little runts. Man. Mm-hmm. Should be all fucking stealing your ma's cigarettes. What are you doing on TV? Going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Glad you got molested. Who's this? Oh, this is the one you're talking about? Oh, I was thinking of a blonde chick who was like in one of those dancing movies where it's like she did ballet and then she went to the hood and then they taught her how to
step up or whatever. Yeah, that's what it is.
Could be step. It's not. I'm not sure if it's step up, but she, she's like, she has like no lips. She's a blonde girl. She was like,
I know the premise.
Her parents got divorced, so then she moved to a new school, and they all hip hop, but she does dancing, and then they, you know,
when worlds collide.
Yeah. Whoa, this white girl can move, and then she's like, she's like popping it. No, I never want to see her popping. Stop popping it, will you?
More lock, less pop.
Yeah. Would you even know how to Google that?
I thought it was
Step It Up type movies. It's not Step It Up, is it?
Is it a cheer movie or something like that?
No.
Bring It On.
That's what I thought.
Is it Bring It On?
It might be Bringing On Kristen Stewart.
No.
Nope. Stomp the Yard. Nope, that's
I was thinking of this girl, Hayden Panettiere.
Van, she looks like Kirsten Dunst there. Yeah.
I love Hayden Panettiere.
You do?
I do.
Not in that photo.
No, well, she's like old now.
Solid knockers. Solid knockers. Another episode of Solid Knockers. The girl up there in the top right, if you get out of that, she looks like, first of all, she looks like that, the white chick who was the Republican. If you go back in there.
Marjorie Taylor.
Is it? No, remember the sexy little white one who was like on Fox News and then had to get
Sarah Palin?
Ooh, no, the White House press secretary, yeah.
No, she was a fucking, not a White House secretary. She was literally on Fox and she was like this sexy little white one and she had blonde hair and
Megyn Kelly.
they had to get rid of her. And no, she was young. Girl in top right there, Francis, whatever, looks like AOC. Anyway, there you go. Thank you very much, Smitty Smith, for your questions. We're going to head over to the Patreon. Sign up now. Also, we've changed it, just so you guys know. And no one else is doing this, but we're doing it because we care about the people. The way Patreon always works is you sign up and then your subscription is renewed on the 1st of every month. So if you sign up on the 25th and you pay $5, 5 days later or 6 days later, whatever it may be, it renews and then you have to pay another $5. So you only get those few days. You know what I mean? But now Patreon has brought out a new option for us, the creators, to choose whether we want to keep it the old way or we want to do it the new way. And the new way is that whenever you sign up, you just get the next 30 days. So it's like you get it from the 30 days you sign up. So there's no more, I'm going to wait until the 1st so that you get better value.
Yeah.
Because some people be reluctant to sign up on the 25th because they feel
So if I wanted to sign up today, I get billed a month from now versus the 1st of the month.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I like that.
And no one else is doing it. And so let them know they're scum.
Please.
Write down who we kind of not close with. Name someone who's playing Patreon. I don't know. Fucking, you know who to write and say. Colum Tyrrell said you're a fucking dirtbag, and you can quote me on that and send them that clip. All right, thanks very much, guys. Take it easy.